Russia's interference with our 2016 election and connections to the Trump campaign is a tangled web, to say the least. How important do you think it is to our democracy that the Mueller investigation continues free from political pressure from the president?
Of course, I believe, based on the intelligence reports, that the Russians did hack the election, and it's crucial to understand if there was any assistance on any part of any American citizen in doing that.
So, WikiLeaks and the DNC and Podesta's email, do you have any doubt it was the Russians who actually DNC documents and Podesta's emails?
Well, I rely on the 17 intelligence agencies of the United States government.
Is that something you think they would do?
Of course. The Russians will do anything they can get away with, and even stuff they can't get away with.
Does it come as a surprise to you that Russian interests would collect compromising information on someone, for example, President Trump or candidate Trump, to gain leverage over that person?
So the Russian, Vladimir Putin is a former KGB agent. As I said, there's no such thing as a former KGB agent. There's only present KGB agents. In the KGB, they recruit people with no empathy and no morals, and they then train them to go out and to influence people with using one of two ways, either with bribery or with blackmail and extortion.
And if, for example, there were projects to build hotels or office buildings in Russia that required permits, and the permits were promised through channels that might be illicit or in ways that might be improper, that would be something that could be held over the head of an American businessman, correct?
If there was clear evidence that the Russians could have created of an American violating the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, that could then be used as leverage, that could then be held over the heads of an American.
Quick point, you mentioned that the Russians either use bribery or blackmail. Once they've got a business person in a foreign country where they want to exert influence enmeshed in a bribery scheme, are they perfectly willing to use the threat of blackmail about their own bribery scheme against that individual?
Absolutely, of course. Effectively, the moment that you enter into their world, you become theirs.
They've got you both ways, with the carrot of continued bribery and the stick of exposure and blackmail if you.
And that is how every single one of their relationship works, and that's how they grab people and keep them. And once you get stuck in with them, you can never leave.